This is today's African Woman with OG. My name is Ogaga Otautu. The focus today is, how do you eat? Yes. As a mature single lady, you live alone. Probably live with your siblings or something, and you're comfortable. You have so much on your plate. You have so much to do. You rush to work in the morning, leave very early, you return very late. And at times when you're coming back, you stop at a fast food joint to grab a meal and come home and you're enjoying yourself. And have you stopped to think about it, that food I'm eating right now, how many calories does it contain? Is it healthy enough? Am I piling on weight? I know in the last episode I talked about body shaming, having to love yourself the way you are, not allowing anybody to dictate for you what size you should be, especially if you're comfortable in your size. Yes, but I'm looking at another side of it today. If you're like someone who you weren't that big. You know, some people have been big all their lives. They'll tell you, in my family, we're this big. We've been like this all the way. We love it. This is who we are. But if you're the type that was like pretty thin, and due to maybe depression or due to emotional challenges, you discover that you're piling on weight. It happens to some people. We're going to talk about it in our next episode, speaking of depression now. Some people, when they're depressed, especially single ladies, they're faced with the challenges of life. They end up binging, like eating. Yes, it happened to me. At some point in my life, I was emotionally down, and I just find myself having so much to eat. I order for ice cream, order for pizza, and order for Chinese and all of that. And I was feeling good. It was actually filling a void at that point, but I was doing damage to myself because I became fat. I became big, and I started working out how to lose that weight. To eat it is not difficult. It's very sweet to eat it up. Bring it on. Enjoy the food, enjoy the junks and everything. But to lose it, that's where the work is. And it takes a lot of discipline. So if you don't want to get to that, if you're depressed, you need to curb, you need to be able to learn how to curb your cravings for food and sweet things. It's good to indulge once in a while. Why not? It's good to have that chocolate, have that red velvet cake and all of that. Order for that pizza. But you need to be on the watch out, on the lookout to be sure that you're not doing damage to yourself. So let's assume you've done damage to yourself. You've gotten to that point. Like myself, I saw at some point that I'm now big. I've been eating rubbish for the past month. What do I do? Okay, auto stop. I have to put a stop to it, and I said, okay, where do I go from here? How do I start? I started with a weight loss program, a personal weight loss program, because I believe in my personal stuff. I've always been doing it, and it has worked for me. Eating healthy, checked out the kind of foods I eat, the kind of meals I take out time to eat, vegetables, salads, eating more of proteins and all of that. And I started working out. Some people believe in this speed, what do you call it now? Should I call it speed dating kind of weight loss? When you try to join any of these group where you lose weight and you're like, boom, in 2 minutes it's gone. In 2 weeks, all your weight is gone. It's not always the case, because the truth is, if you even end up finding out that you find that miracle kind of weight loss, if you're not careful, more often than not, the weight comes back. I always tell people, it's more about what you eat, and also important, it's how you take it out. How do you take it out? You walk it out. Either you're walking it, or you're jogging, or you're swimming, or you're playing tennis, or you're doing something. You need to walk it out as an individual, especially for those of you that all through the day you're in the office all through. You're sitting in front of your desk. You're in front of the computer. You find it difficult. The only time you get up is when you want to go use use the loo, or maybe you want to go grab lunch and all of that. But most times you're seated. You're not doing so much activity. So it's important you take out time to say, okay, on weekends that I don't work, I have to step out every Saturday, maybe very first thing in the morning. I go for a run around my neighborhood. I go for a jog around my neighborhood. I just go to a tennis club. If you belong to a gym, fine. For people, gym works for them, but for me, it doesn't work for me. I like the fact that I have to run around my neighborhood every day, anytime, whenever I want. At times I return from work quite early. I go out, wear my trainers, and I go out for a run. So I'm not restricted to, oh, I have to drive all the way to the gym again. Because that can be so discouraging. Unless you are one of those that have your gym very close to you, or maybe it's just around your neighborhood. Good for you. So what am I saying? For you to lose that weight, you need to watch what you eat, and you need to take out time to work out. It's not so easy. As today's African woman, we are here for each other. We're here for one another. So what you need to do is to connect to us, reach out to us on our platform. Say, okay, I live in this area, I live in this area. How do I get to do this? The thing is, one thing that helps you if you want to work out, you need somebody to motivate you. If you are the type that find it difficult to come out. I have a friend. I just moved to a new. When I just moved to my apartment, I have a neighbor. Though she's moved out now, you know. And whenever she sees me going out, the other day she saw me coming back. I said, "Please, when next you are going, can you please come and knock on my door?" I need somebody to motivate me to do that. No, some people are like that. They need people to get them to say, "Can we do this together?" You know, so you can look for someone around your neighborhood that does that all the time. Like, okay, please just ring me when it's time. Ring me, I'll come out and join you, and we can work out together. It will motivate you, to help you to shed that weight. And if you're piled up that weight because of depression, you binged and you start eating more than you should. This is the time to stop. Like I said, you press the remote control and put stop. This is the time to stop. This is a new year. It should be part of your New Year resolutions as well. But as I mentioned in the last episode, if you're comfortable in your weight, it's not posing any problem or any threat to your health, and you're happy about it, that you know what, I like myself, I'm big, I'm bold, I'm curvy, I love myself like that, please do not sweat it. Enjoy it. But if you're like me that is always on the lookout to lose weight, please do well to take out time to lose that weight. It's for your own good too. In addition, some people will tell you, I don't really eat much, I don't eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch. All I eat is dinner. But guess what? The dinner is usually heavy. A combination of the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so you know, it's not advisable to skip breakfast. There's this old saying that goes, you eat your breakfast as a king, like a king, eat your lunch as a prince, and your dinner as a pauper. So it's very important you have breakfast. For those of you that dash out of the house in the morning, and before you know, you start walking, before you know, it's already 12 noon. I'm like, ooh, I've not had anything today. Let me have a brunch. What you're having is not breakfast, it's brunch. So please do well to always eat breakfast. If it's you don't have the time at all, you can grab an apple. Yes. Grab an apple, have a boiled egg, a hard-boiled egg, or maybe a cup of green tea, you know. Something to keep you going, you know, then at lunch you can have something nice too. But your dinner, for heaven's sake, your dinner should be very light. And try as much as possible not to eat. I know it's not so easy, especially for those of you that hang out at night. It's not so easy to avoid eating when it's past 7. But if it's possible, as much as possible, try to restrict your dinner to any time before 7 p.m. It will help the meals to digest before you go to bed. To digest before you go to bed. So guys, this is what we call it today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you for taking our time to watch this. And I want you to please subscribe to our YouTube page, Today's African Woman with OG. Also reach out to us on all our social media platforms, Today's African Woman with OG on Facebook, Today's African Woman on Instagram, and TAW with OG on Twitter. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. Do have a wonderful day, and always remember, as today's African woman, you are stronger than you think.